Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm going to show you um, both of the indicators in the systems that have been playing out today, and we'll see how everything went. So right now I'm showing you Tesla. Tesla, I haven't seen this before, but it actually had two signals right out of the gate here this morning. So this is for today, and you can see the exhaustion, and there's another exhaustion, and then there's a cell signal. So there literally was two cell signals back to back, which would tell me that this is very much looking to drop, and that's exactly what it did. So, again, I'm not going to say every single day you're going to see, monster moves, great moves, but this one here fires right out perfectly and has a beautiful move down. Not saying that you're going to catch all this or even part of it. We're looking for a couple dollars, and that's what we're looking for. And to be honest, that's exactly what I ended up with today. I look for a $2 move, and again, for me, it's good enough. Yeah, if you hold, big if, and if it keeps going down, yeah, you rode this thing down to 413, let's say, and that's a big move. So, anyways, that signal fired and did really well for this morning. Now, again, we talk about this in the other videos. We're not looking for these other moves. So even if they're not the best, I mean, if you stayed in here and you played around with this, you're wasting a lot of time chopping in this zone. I mean, you're talking 418 to 413. It's roughly a $5 zone, but when you're spending all this time going back and forth, you're not really making any money. So anyways, Tesla solid for today. Can't complain. I'm going to pull up some other ones because I honestly don't know everything that happened, and I'm trying to do this video, and I'm going to go to AMZN, see how this played out. Absolutely no signals today on AMD. Let's go to NVDA. NVIDIA had buy signals. Okay, you got your exhaustion signal at the open. Move this over a little bit here. You got your buy and roughly 224. Let's say this runs up to 227. You got your $2-3 move solid, absolutely great. That's all you want. That's all you can ask for. So that one performed really well. And again, I don't want to talk about this other signal because we're really shooting for the one and being done with it. So this one, again, performs too if you hold on for a little bit of this chop back. But this is the move. This is explosion. This is what we want. So again, that one did extremely well, and it's 2 for 2. Again, AMD did not have a signal. Trying to think of who else. Let's see if Palantir had anything happen today. So Palantir had, it didn't look like it moved a lot today, but it still did okay. So you got your buy signal right out of the exhaustion move. 137.33. You can run it up to not even $1. So you're on some of these Tesla, AMD, you can get those couple of dollar moves. Palantir, yeah, I mean it should run that way, but it seems like for me, I'm not seeing a lot of those pullbacks they're less than $1. So you got to average around a 50-cent to maybe 75-cent move. So again, not cherry picking, but 137.30.40 up to 137.90s. I mean, it's not great. I'm not going to sit there and say it's great, but anyways, it isn't the best. But let's try Amazon, see how this guy did. So Amazon had a signal out of the open here and multiple exhaustion signals, and then we had the move right here. So you would have entered, let's just say 263.40.30. You got your dollar move. Again, AMD, Tesla are going to move several dollars. Although Amazon can move several dollars, and clearly it did, when you're getting these reversals, these quick, fast ones, you want to shoot for $1 on something like this. I mean, if you can get 2, that's great, but you got to be able to lock in that profit because as soon as you get that move, it reverses. So, it's a solid move with the signal, so it did really well. I'm not sure how the Qs did, but let's take a look at that. no signals on the Qs. So, not every day you're going to get signals. It happens that way, and it's part of it. I'll see if SPY did anything today. Well, SPY had a move, but it looks like the exhaustion here, and you're at. I'll take that back. I apologize. This is not the SPY. I had it in the wrong thing here, so apologize. Okay, so out of the open, SPY has a move here, solid. You get your buy signal, and again, depending on how long you hold this and you carry it up, this had a beautiful move. I mean, I would be looking for like a dollar move on something like SPY or the Qs, depending on how fast they're moving. So you got your exhaustion, you got your entry, 737.75. Again, this one isn't super big out of the first candle. So depending on how long you hold for, I mean, the move happened. So if you hold it here, if you run this up, it's 6 minutes, roughly. But yeah, if I keep saying, but that's your solid move right there. So it did well. So is it a barn burner? No. But again, you got a rangy market today. So all in all, I would say that it did really well. So let me show you First Strike 2 now and show you how this did. So again, I got to go back to the 1 minute here. And we had a signal out of the open here for the SPY. Signal should be moving, again, I tell you this in the other videos, it should be a little bit farther down here, 738. I'm going to say, let's just say 738.80. It really should. And when you enter this, you're shooting for your dollar move, and it's close. So again, if you hold into the next candle, now you go up to 740. It's a good move. It's 2 minutes, and I haven't even really been showing SPY or anything. I want something that's more explosive, so I'm not really trying to show you that. And you can see some of these other signals. This one again, 738.82 up to 739. I mean, for me, it's not enough. So that's why I don't really trade this, the SPYs or the Qs with this. I shoot more the stocks that are going to move. So let's go see what Tesla did. Okay, so Tesla out of the open again, solid move here. You got 424, give or take, let's say 425. Just we'll round it up. 425. You run this up. You got your almost $2 move here. Close. So depending on when you enter, you got $1.50 to $2. So yeah, again, you want these fast moves. They're explosive. They're supposed to be quick and one and done. Okay, and again, this is a good move. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It doesn't last long, but it's still a solid move. Now you go ahead and reverse it. You came back down here and you enter, at 420.40 or whatever. You run this down. You got a couple more dollars now. These are solid signals. They're fast. These are what you want. If you sit there and say, Frank, they're not the biggest moves in the world. Well, what are you looking for? What happens if you catch the move, you don't take it, it reverses like this, and then what? And it keeps going up and it screws you. So no, these worked. They did what they needed to do. The way I want this to work, it did exactly what I wanted it to do. So yeah, nothing wrong with that. I would say it's solid. Let's see if AMD did anything in this one. So we got one signal on AMD, same kind of thing. You enter at 440, 20s, let's say. It's $1 or something move. Not big enough for me. Again, if you hold it and then you can go through these next 4 candles, which is about 4 or 5 minutes, you get the big move down and you're solid. So, I would say the max you want to hold for these things, absolutely no more than an hour. I really think you really want to be no more than 15, 20, 30 minutes max. So again, the way this is designed is to catch fast moves, quick moves, and going down. And I wish this would have had an extension here to keep going right away, but it doesn't always happen that way. So it did have a pullback and then it flew down. And yeah, if you caught that, it's beautiful. So is it a good signal? I don't know. I think so. I don't think you would have got stopped out, depending on where you put your stop at. You got to go to your highs, I guess, over here, but we're definitely not going to use a range like this. It's way too darn big. But if you get a small range, it's a different story. But yeah, again, it's the quick move. It happens fast. You get in and get out, and that's not all of them going to be barn burners, So I just want you guys to know that. Let's see if we can look at NQ here. Let's see how this guy did. Okay, and we got NQ here. NQ out of the open. This is perfect. I mean, depending again when you enter, this thing runs. Even if you took it all the way up here, but the way I teach, you want to get low, like 25, 29, 259, 260. It should be right out of this open. And again, I'm not cherry picking this. I'm just telling you this is how it's supposed to run. So even if you go to 29, 260, running up this candle, that's already 30. And even if you miss this one and you go to the next candle, this actually does run up fast, but it wicks back. So that's why you got to watch it. So even at 29, let's say it's 29, 29, let's say 29.3. You still got your 10-point move that I look for. So it's solid. Again, I don't know. I hope you guys understand that these are fast, quick moves, and they work. And again, some of these aren't going to be perfect. Look at this. This is a quick move. This obviously went down and wicked you back up and didn't do good. Same kind of scenario here. So this is why you catch your quick move and you get out. You don't spend all day in this mess. You don't want this. Even though if you would have held, yeah, you could have made some money, but we don't do that. So again, I hope that makes sense. I would say overall, both of these indicators have been doing really, really well. And I'm going to have two different things added to everything else I'm working on right now. And these are going to be packages. And these are going to be packages for the system. And then there's also the indicator that will be included with the system. And you'll have a 1-year access to TradingView with the indicators. And then you'll have to renew after that first year. And the systems, once you understand those PDFs come to you, they are, I spend time talking to you about those too, and I'll explain how everything is set up and designed to work. So I hope you guys, see the value in all this. I'm not charging money, but I'm not charging like anybody else or anything even close. And this isn't just about money. This really is value. These things really do work, and there's no way that you're not going to make money. I mean, there's no guarantees in this life, but I can tell you that if you follow these things and stay consistent, you will make money. I mean, they speak for themselves. I'm not doing this just to show you some little spots on the screen and go from there, So I hope you understand that. And yeah, I just wanted to say again, thank you guys for liking and subscribing. God bless you guys. Just a little recap and showing you a little something about what it did today. So both of them in my eyes did really well. And yeah, it's another good day. Hope you guys made some good money. Please like and subscribe again for more. And the system and coaching, both of the systems, the coaching, everything's in here after the video is over. And I would suggest that you look at the website, daytraderdivision.com. I am getting it updated many more things I still got to add to it, but it's showing a lot, and hopefully that'll give you some guidance too. And yeah, really look forward to working with you guys. Thanks again for all the likes and subscribes. Have a great rest of your day and take care. And again, God bless you guys.